Hi, and welcome to another episode of Model Railroads and Structures Show. In this episode, we're gonna finish painting parts. We're gonna glue those parts on, and maybe we'll even get into rigging the sail or the mast section. So stay tuned. Okay, so off camera, I put the first coat on the mast and this piece that goes off of the mast. I think it goes like this. So I did that off camera so that could dry, and then when I got back, we could finish it. So, I got a big brush here. I got white in the tray. I'm just gonna make sure to dab off that excess paint so it's not too thick when you apply it. Just cover it all up. I think I'm going to be able to come back and weather this mast with chalks, which should probably look fairly realistic. Okay, so after this coat dries, I'm going to add army green to my black sections here. Also here, I'm going to add white to this. I have the smokestack drying with oxide red on it, and we'll be painting that green too. A couple of parts painted green, accented with green, possibly. So, moving on, get this, I forget what this, well, if I ever knew, what this part of the mast or sail is called. My friends a few of my friends have sailboats. They'd be laughing heartily at me if I said that to them. This boat needs some white. Just gonna touch the highlights on the inside. Really, we're gonna do the same on the inside. Just loosely get the brush in there. It'll look realistic enough with what it touches naturally, if you're lightly pushing. Dry brushing the high boards here gets a real realistic weathered section there. Do it on this side again. Just make sure you dab it off. Dab 90% of your paint off. Real lightly. As you can see, that's pretty realistic. I'll do a little bit more on the bottom so that if we have the boat upside down, which I don't know how it's going to be placed yet, looks uniform. There we go, let that dry. Just use a light hand so as not to paint over the black section. Okay, so I'll move on to these pieces. These pieces are going to be painted white with a green stripe. I'm going to paint the white first. I'm trying to stay away from the black so that it'll complement the green. And all I'll have to do is touch the top edge with the green, and it'll make it look like a shadow. And that's the last one there. I'm gonna paint this gray. Off camera. Okay. So, this is gonna stay for white, green, and gray. Okay, so let's start with some water. On top of this. If I need to, I'll come back and touch the white up again. Okay, this gets greened. The trick to painting small things, even for a visually impaired person, is to dab. Strategic dabbing. Pushing it down on here is giving me a nice edge on it. I'll touch that back up with the white later. Always looking for a contrast, so I'm painting the winch gray. And I think that's it for now. Sorry guys, it looks like I lost a little bit of video here. What you missed is I glued on the wheelhouse and the mast. Sorry about that. Oh, and we also added the smokestack and its supporting ropes. I attached all the pieces using CA Crazy Glue. I'll be using Crazy Glue to add everything to this boat. I'm gonna do these small pieces off of camera. I'll never be able to show you them properly, and I don't know, you just glue them on using a pair of tweezers and CA glue. Be patient and make sure the pieces are all sitting properly with the holes in the right direction, otherwise it won't look good. If you did it wrong, take the piece off. Bottom line, I put some pieces on this boat totally backwards or sideways, and I just peeled them off, touched up the paint, and started over. Be patient. Being persistent with the little details show up in the end product. Okay guys, so I'm sorry to do this to you, but I gotta make this week's episode short, as I have a huge project that came on and the supplies arrived today, and I really don't have time to do the rigging justice. So until I get a good chunk of this project done, I'm just gonna put the model up on this diorama and let her sit for a while. Next 2 episodes of Model Railroads and Structures show is gonna have a scratch build. Actually, a keen eye will probably see it in the background. As always, thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, blah 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 blah.